Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Just here in London at the Kashmir conference to find out what is the situation in Kashmir. What can we do as Muslims to help the Muslims of Kashmir? Now, there's been a few solutions. The talks are going on, as you can hear. Let's go in and see what's going on and what we as a Muslim Ummah can do to help these problems.
ليلك وجنة بالدجا في الليل تسريب واسأل عنا له منا قل علامات انت تدريبه مدعيكم غايب عنا والحكم ميوز في الغيبة ينبغي الإنسان يتأنى ويحكم بأحكام مصيبة لا تحس بالحيف ذا منا النصف ناخذ ونعطيبه سوي يميل وبلغه عنا بالسلام وألف ترحيب
70 साल पुराना मसला है ये.
What made you come here today, brother?
Firstly, obviously I knew the discussion was about Kashmir, and it's nice that it's been highlighted here, especially with no media outlets talking about this issue. And obviously I'm from Kashmir background at the same time as well, and it was nice to come to a talk and hear about the history and hear about the solution regarding what the problem is.
अच्छा कश्मीर का सलूशन क्या है?
वो सलूशन यही है, 2-3 सलूशन हो सकते हैं जैसे उन्होंने सजेस्ट किया कि खिलाफा.
लेकिन आपके हिसाब से?
मेरी नज़र में जंग बस.
What do you think the solution is for Kashmir?
Obviously the solution is Khilafah, and the solution is Islam. Obviously to bring justice not just for the Muslims but non-Muslims as well, and that's the only solution.
Thank you.
Because to be honest, I don't quite know a lot about the whole Kashmir issue, so I came here to learn, and I was very impressed by what I heard. You know, I was really convinced with like the arguments put forward for the solution, and for me personally, I can't see no other solution than the establishment of an Islamic political authority that will go physically liberate the land of Kashmir.
Basically, I think the solution for Kashmir is like implementing Khilafah. That's basically the only reason why, the only way we can really bring peace to the world.
Liberate Kashmir.
Liberate Kashmir.
All the Muslim lands.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the thing that made me come here today is that, I believe that the brothers that are doing this work, they provide the correct solution from Islam. And, the solution for Kashmir is obviously like us changing the thoughts of the people, working for Islam. And Islam is the only thing which is going to liberate us, liberate our people, and bring back those golden ages of Islam to today.
Not only Kashmir, all the Muslims.
Of course, Palestine, Syria, everywhere.
Because if you look in the past, that's the only way we successfully implemented a good way of life, good economic way, good, peaceful. We looked after the people. Even if you look at the past, even we looked after the kuffar as well, and the kuffar like making non-Muslims, Jews, Christians, everyone lived in peace.
The purpose of today is two things really. One is Muslims here and across the world should know what's happening in Kashmir. It's been occupied land for 70 years, longer than the Zionists have occupied Palestine. We wanted to show people that solution for Kashmir is not like a small independent region which is completely surrounded by hostile countries. It's not just to liberate the land by a secular government in Pakistan. Liberating the land of Kashmir has to be by an army. It should be the Khilafah army.
The reason why Hizb ut-Tahrir had this event today on Kashmir, this conference, was simply, first of all, to highlight the issue of Kashmir, because nobody's really tackling this issue. But secondly, more importantly, we actually wanted to talk about a real practical solution to the tyranny and the terror which the Muslims of Kashmir are facing today. So that was the main objective for this conference, and I hope, it's my sincere hope that people could have seen the clear position that Hizb ut-Tahrir have on Kashmir, that it requires liberation by a state.
All this Khilafah talk is a bunch of fantasy. What would you say to that?
I would say if you're a Muslim, you can't say it as a fantasy, because the Prophet ﷺ promised the re-establishment of Khilafah after a period of oppressive rule in a famous hadith narrated in the Musnad of Imam Ahmad. Also, it's an obligation. Khilafah represents ruling by what Allah has revealed, implementing the systems of Islam, which is an obligation on Muslims. So we can do all we like individually, and we should do all we can individually to implement our Islam in our lives and our families. But the truth is, we are falling short as an ummah if we don't implement the political system, economic system, social system on a societal level. And that's what Khilafah is. So that's an obligation, and you can't call that fantasy. That's an action we need to do.
The reason why I come here today is because I'm a Muslim who lives in the world, and as a Muslim who doesn't matter where the problems are, he's concerned about the problems that the Prophet ﷺ said, that we're part of one body, and when a part of the body hurts, the whole body feels that pain. So we shouldn't be people who live in any part of the world and we don't feel that pain.
मैं आज इसलिए आया हूँ क्योंकि कश्मीर का मसला इतने सालों से एक बड़ा मसला है हमारे लिए, और यहाँ पे जो हम यूके के रहने वाले हैं, हमें एक बताया गया इतने सालों से हमें बताया गया कि ये मसला है जमहूरियत, ये वो, इतने हमें सोल्यूशन पेश किए गए हैं कि अभी तक कश्मीर का मसला हल नहीं हुआ.
The solution, I believe, is only the solution can be from the Kitab of Allah and Rasulullah, and that's the only solution, which is that we must have the deen back as it was before and a just system of governance, which is a khilafah. And until that's implemented, none of our solutions from Kashmir to Palestine will be solved.
यहाँ आया था ताकि मुझे समझ आ जाए कि वाकई असल सोल्यूशन क्या है. तो यहाँ के मुझे ये मालूम पड़ा कि असल सोल्यूशन जो हिज़्ब तहरीर की मंशूर में है कि खिलाफत आनी चाहिए, और उसके पास एक मेथडोलॉजी है, एक तरीका है, और उसके ऊपर डिटेल चीज़ें हैं, ताकि जब इस्लाम इक़्तिदार में आए तो लोगों को समझ आए कि अगर इस्लाम और शरीयत है तो उसको चेक कैसे करते हैं.
What practical steps can Muslims do living in the UK?
So one of our speakers was asked this question, and he made one very short message. Change begins in the way you think. As long as we adopt secular, capitalist, colonized thoughts, we will be weak and low. If we think in a narrow-minded, nationalistic way, we will be degraded. When we start changing our thinking as to how Islam, how Allah and His Messenger gave solutions for all problems in life, that will change our thinking, and that's the first step on the way to liberating us from these problems, inshallah.
We need Khilafah!
My brothers and sisters, Surah An-Nur verse 55, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the Great has promised victory to the believers. So the question isn't if Islam is going to succeed or not, as that is going to happen regardless. It's a promise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and He will bring victory and liberate the likes of Kashmir and all the Muslims all over the world under oppression by these dictators and these tyrant rulers who are dancing and who are puppets of the West. Yes sir, no sir, I'm your puppet sir. Subhanallah, these are the rulers of today. So the question is, are you and I going to play a part, play that role in achieving that victory, inshallah? Jazakumullah khair for listening. Please subscribe, like and share with everyone. And one last thing before I leave, my brothers and sisters, something to think about. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Prophet that we love so dearly, if he was alive today, what rulings would we push to implement upon society? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.